tak dia macam
Hey guys, and Assalamualaikum. My friend Atika, she's leaving Japan, unfortunately, and she's leaving
to give
Okayama to Gifu, and I'm so sad because they were basically my only Muslim friends in Onomichi, is like where I live. And usually when I do make Muslim friends in around the area, they just disappear. I don't know, is it a Malaysian thing? They like to stick with their groups?
maybe.
Yeah, I think it's a Malaysian.
I will catch you.
I feel like it's a Malaysian or Indonesian thing. They just stick to their group and then you never hear from them again. But she stuck around and she stayed with me.
I will never let you go.
Yeah. I'm going home next year too. It was supposed to be my last year and I'm actually so sad. Like, who am I gonna spend Ramadan with?
Yeah, Ramadan.
You still have Muslims there, right?
No.
No?
The place I'm going to, we have no only the three of us there in Hida Furukawa, so that will be the most loneliest time in her life.
Well, come visit me.
I will, girl, I will.
So Aisha, you have any your video, but you make I want you to make speech for me.
I will speak.
Okay, Anis too. Okay.
Yeah, so the way I met Anis, no, I mean, oh my god, Aisha, Atika, Anis.
The 3 A's.
Oh my god. So the way we met, she messaged me. Why did you message me?
Because I want to go to the Rabbit Island, but I don't want to go there alone.
We never even ended up going. Okay, so we're gonna get started on this video. Since she's leaving Japan, how life's been for her as a Muslim in Japan. Who wants to get started?
Me? I haven't prepared yet.
Okay, first thing I think about the prayers. The prayers where you can pray and the praying time. I think in Japan, firstly, in my personal experience, like if during working time, it's quite difficult for me to find during working hour, and then I have to like your bosses or your clique that you wanna go out to perform.
Are they okay with it? Like, or do they find it like?
No, until now they didn't find out that we are actually going to
Pray?
To toilet just to pray.
Oh.
I think because actually
Wait, where did you pray though?
there is a
Changing room.
changing room.
Okay.
Yeah, but I think because during Zoho there is our QK, so there's no problem. It's like maybe Asar prayer or Maghrib prayer. There is a time when it's too early for Maghrib, and then
We just have to rest at that time.
you know, yeah. How to say? There's some bit of difficulty for prayer. So yeah, in Japan. But Alhamdulillah, I think we managed to perform it anywhere. And then that's about prayer. Of course, this is not Islam country, right?
Muslim country, yeah.
Muslim country. So Alhamdulillah, because I came here with my friends, four of them, three of them, we are all Muslim. So there is no big deal for me, as I have my friends around. But I think for Aisha, it's quite
Yeah, it's been tough because
Yeah.
my program didn't have many Muslims. I think I was the first Muslim in Hiroshima within my program, so it was really difficult. Like back home, like because you know how our iman, it's not always up. It goes up and down, up and down. And I had that in Canada too, because Canada is also a Western country, right? It's not a Muslim country. But whenever I felt down, I had my family to help me get back up. Or friends, or the masjid. Like the masjids are so near our house. Like you're always like reminded, oh, it's okay. But I think in Japan, like I really like hit hard bottom, and I was just.
But I think there's another good thing, like you say, our imams like go up and go down. And then it's make me to think back, like if we are in Malaysia, we are Muslim country, right? So there is a mosque everywhere, and we can perform prayer and halal meat and all that is very easy, but here it's quite difficult. Then you start to appreciate every little thing.
My bosses have been so kind. Like if I tell them, oh, it's time for prayer, like they will give me like, I mean, if I'm not teaching class, if I have time in between, they will definitely give me that time to go and pray or like whatever I want to do. Like they're so understanding and so kind. And regarding food is like the next thing we want to talk about. Even with food, kyoshoku is basically school lunch, and that's a thing in Japan. And my teachers always make sure that they look at the monthly schedule and then write down on a piece of paper to tell me, oh, this day it's pork, this day it's this. They really like make sure that they have the schedule, the food schedule in advance to make sure that it's accommodated for me and I can eat with the kids and stuff. How about you guys, food-wise?
We're very lucky because we have that the supermarket that sells
oh yeah,
chicken.
so you guys as well?
Chicken.
Okay.
But back then in Gifu we used to order it online.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Where? What's the website?
Batikrom.
Is it like Malaysian or something?
I think it's Pakistani.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
Pakistani or
halal products.
Halal products.
Oh, wow.
From Malaysia, from Indonesia, and all over the world.
Okay.
So we used to buy from that website, and I think for a home cooked meal it's not really a problem, but when we go outside for like sightseeing, for traveling, it's kind of
we want to try, right? Like in Hiroshima,
in the big city like Hiroshima, Fukuoka or Osaka. Nowadays it is like easily access to halal restaurants because they have like actually exposed to halal.
Oh yeah, a lot of Muslims, tourists,
halal market.
especially the Tokyo Olympics.
Yes,
I feel like they're definitely gonna accommodate for like every type of person.
Even in USJ and Disneyland also,
oh really?
they finally have a halal menu. But if you visit like a very rural area, and like our place in Soja,
yeah, that's the other thing with food. Everything here is in Japanese.
Yes.
So you might even want to be careful with that because you might not even know and like you're eating pork just because they don't have any English. Do you think Japan is a welcoming country towards Muslims?
Travel wise, I think it's welcoming, it's okay, but for staying for a long time, for working.
Are you like excited to go back home, back to Malaysia?
I'm very excited.
Daijoubu desu. Some of the struggles I think were like being lonely, not being with family or your comfort zone.
It's actually very lonely.
And especially like because we're Muslims, right? We need like the Muslim community to help us get back up. Like I think that's like one of them. Like even like not even thinking about food or any of that stuff. Like as human beings, we need somebody that we can connect with and who would understand us, right? And I'm not saying that Japanese people don't understand us, but they're not from the same culture. Like we're not from the same culture, but Islamically as Muslims we connect so well.
Taught in Islamic way that we have to do good to each other.
Our ground is same.
So yeah, I think like the number one struggle for me is not having that Muslim community and not being able to talk about my problems. By the time I met Atika and by the time I could talk to her, share with her things, she's leaving me too. So it's gonna be a lonely year. It's okay.
Gambatte, Anis. Mina gambatte. Watashi mo gambatte. Gambarimashou.
But yeah, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope that it benefited some of you. And it was just mostly just us sharing our experiences, just because it's gonna be our last time together, just in Japan. But hopefully, inshallah, I'm gonna meet Anis again. I'm gonna visit you in Gifu, inshallah.
If you're not going to Gifu, I'll
come to Onomichi.
I'm having struggle. Just remember, it's not going to be forever.
Exactly. Yeah.
And I hope those who are struggling, who watching this video can help them like to find your own good company.
Yeah.
That's the least you can do.
Help each other for sure. Yeah.
And be good to each other too.
And regardless if you're Muslim or not, like I feel like still like be kind to each other, even if you're not Muslim.
Yes.
Be constant.
I don't know why you gave me that one because
You're only wearing the spectacles, so I keep looking into your eyes.
Like my eyes are actually really weak. I can't like see. I'm like squinting now. No, but it's there's like even in Japan, I work for the JET program, and every time I struggled as well, some of my non-Muslim friends did help me get back up. So even if you have like Muslim friends, if you're a non-Muslim watching this and you have a Muslim friend somewhere, like call them, talk to them, or even if they're not Muslim, you know, still look out for each other.
People are watching us.
It's okay. But I think that's all that is to it. Any last words? That's it.
I wish you all the best in Malaysia, and
good luck.
And I hope we can all do our best in our life, choose whatever the best path that can lead you to a happier life afterwards.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I think that was perfect like last comment to this video, so we're just gonna end it here. Thank you so much everyone for watching. We'll see you later.
And all the best.
Assalamualaikum.
Assalamualaikum.